Hey home bakers, it's Jack here at bakewithjack.co.uk where I bring your weekly bread making tip every single Thursday, and today is World Book Day. Yes! So what I thought I would do was tell you about 3 bread making books that I like. Now I don't have a lot of bread making books. I don't have loads of stuff. I'm not the kind of guy who sits down and reads bread making books all day, but here's 3 that I really like that you may want to add to your collection, and in no particular order. Let's go. So number 1 is something that I picked up probably 12 years ago, and it's this. It's Dough by Richard Bertinet, or if you're French, like he is, Richard Bertinet, probably. Sorry. Anyway, this book is a really good one, right? I picked this up a long time ago, and after I picked it up, I did one of his bread making courses at his lovely school, and it was wonderful. And that was way back in the olden days, in 2007. And this one's really cool. Comes with a little DVD, which is always lovely. And what's so cool about this is that it's really accessible. It has like a recipe for a simple dough, and then it goes in to tell you exactly what you can do with that then dough, like this. White dough, and then on the next page, here's loads of things you can then go and do with that dough. So what's really cool is it gives you a little education in a certain specific dough, and then you're sort of free to go and experiment and do what you like with it. It does the same with like adding olive oil dough, and everything you can do with that, like focaccia and all the bits and bobs, and a sweet dough and everything you can make with that. And that's what's really cool about it. It gives you a real nice idea of what you're doing, and what you need to do with that dough to then make it into loads of different other things, which is very cool. One thing to note is that the doughs tend to be quite wet, which for a beginner can be a little bit tricky. However, he has quite a nice, unique way of dealing with a wet dough, a wetter dough, a unique way of working it, kneading it if you like, to be able to deal with it really nicely, which I still use for some doughs if they're particularly wet these days. And it's really nice, and on the DVD it shows you exactly how to do it, so you don't miss out, so you know exactly how it's done. And there's some rather lovely pictures of me inside. Look at this. Oh yes, Baked with Jack 10 years ago. Check it out, with a rather lovely mullet. For some reason, what was I thinking? Who knows? Anyway, onwards. Okay, book number 2, and this is an old one, but a new one for me. I picked this one up at the library, and it is Paul Hollywood. Yes, 100 Great Breads, the original bestseller, right? And I thought this was pretty old when I opened it up, because for a couple of reasons. One, because there's a rather young picture of Mr. Hollywood in here, looking rather dashing, arranging dough. And also because of the nature of the recipes, right? I went for a period where I'd really like to pick up old books from car boot sales, like Mary Berry books and stuff like that. And what fascinated me about those books is that the descriptions of what to do was really rather basic. Like it would say, blanch this and put it in here or whatever, but it wouldn't actually tell you how to blanch stuff. It left a lot of stuff assuming that you already knew how to do it, right? And the cool thing about this book is that it says copyright 2004, right? Which I'm not an expert upon Paul Hollywood's fame timeline, but that seems like a while ago to me. Now, the descriptions are really rather not as basic as Mary Berry, obviously, but still quite basic. Like, you're talking like this one is like just a few sentences long. Do you see what I mean? And stuff like that. So it sort of assumes you already know how to do some stuff already, which is really quite cool. And if you do know, you know, obviously if you watch all my videos, you know how to knead stuff, you know why we do it in the first place, you know what you're looking for, you know how to shape stuff up properly. And so, you know, if you've got those things under your fingers, this has got loads of substance in it, 100 recipes for you to have a go at and play with. It's got like brioche and stuff like that in here. Really cool stuff in really simple terms, and it's really nice, but it's not for the complete novice, complete beginner. Like and I feel like that's the difference between this book and like modern books like this one here, that one. It's like the difference is that this one, Bread, which is Paul Hollywood book, is like real goes from the beginning. It's got pictures of what you need to do and folding and stuff like that, but this one is like more meat and potatoes. It's got some pictures in it of techniques, which is really awesome, but most of it is up to you. It's down to you to figure it out, which is really, I really like that. I really like that, and that's why I'm going to buy one of these and stick it on my shelf, because I really like that about this one. And it seems, you know, before everything got a little bit fancy, it's just a little bit more robust, and it's all about content, and that's why I like it. Book number 3. Now, if you have been on one of my courses, or we've met probably somewhere, or you've seen a demonstration, you will know I talk a lot about time, right? If you make bread, start to finish, sandwich loaf in 3 hours, it's gonna be delicious, right? It's gonna be unbelievable. And in comparison to modern bread, it's gonna be like the holy grail of toast. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like absolutely wonderful. However, when you start introducing aspects of time, like making a pre-ferment the day before and adding that to your dough, or making a dough and leaving it to rise slowly, coldly overnight, stuff like this. This is when you unlock unbelievable flavour and unbelievable texture just by doing nothing, and that's what's so exciting, and that's why I like this. It's called slow dough, and this, if you're on top of bread making, if you're making regularly, and you want to enhance stuff, you want to make stuff unbelievable, you want to take flavour to new levels that you didn't even think existed, this is the sort of thing that you're going to want, because this is all about time. Slow dough, real bread. It's the real deal. And the really cool thing I like about this, as soon as I opened it, was it's got this massive glossary of terms and techniques like this, and it will tell you exactly what you need to do. It says folding, dividing and scaling, covering, you know, why you're covering stuff like this. This really gets into the nitty gritty of things, and it's a real education. It's a compilation of recipes from loads of different bakers. Look at those donuts, oh my goodness, who is that? Sam Cutter. Damn! It's like a compilation of loads of recipes that, yes, take a long time, but for that time you've got to do like hardly anything, and it's going to be unbelievable and delicious. I've tried a couple of recipes out of this. Obviously I haven't done them all, but it's really, really cool. Really nice. That's book number 3 for a bit more technical. So, dough is like nice, accessible, educational. Paul Hollywood's 100 Great Breads is like substance, but you've got to have something up here. And the slow dough, boom, that's when stuff starts getting unbelievable. And these are 3 books that I like. If you got a book that you like, let me know about it, because I do like picking up new books as long as they're good. Let me know what your favourite bread making book is. And yeah, pop it in the comments box, send me a little message. I am everywhere all the time. Come and find me at bakeryjack.co.uk. Thank you very much for watching. Happy World Book Day. If you're picking up a new book today, good luck to you. Have a nice day, and I will see you next week for something else.